Have you ever delved into the complex interplay between the Bharatiya Janata Party government and the Adani Group, one of India's behemoth business empires? If yes, then you've found the ideal platform. Today we're set to delve deeper into the intriguing alliance, charting their intertwined journey from 2014 to now. Shall we turn back the clock to 2014? This was a pivotal year engraved in the chronicles of Indian politics. The BJP, led by the charismatic Narendra Modi, rose to power, brandishing a fervently pro-business manifesto. The dawn of this era marked the inception of a special collaboration between the BJP government and the Adani Group, a powerhouse run by the vibrant business titan, Gautam Adani. The BJP, armed with a steadfast concentration on economic growth, rolled out policies such as the Make in India initiative. This initiative was designed to rejuvenate the native industry and liberalize regulations on foreign direct investment. This political ambience served as fertile soil for the Adani Group, which witnessed its growth chart skyrocket. In the early days of this partnership, the BJP government's pro-business leanings paved the way for the Adani Group to embark on significant ventures. Perhaps the most notable was the Mundra port project in Gujarat. The project didn't merely act as a catalyst for the state's economy, it also carved a niche for Adani as a formidable force in India's port logistics landscape. Another remarkable venture was the installation of a solar power plant in Tamil Nadu, a major contributor to India's burgeoning renewable energy portfolio. The BJP government's liberalized policies enabled the Adani Group to realize such initiatives and contribute towards the country's infrastructure and energy sectors. This phase wasn't just a passage of economic ascent for the Adani Group, it was a testament to the harmonious fusion of politics and commerce in contemporary India, exemplifying how political landscapes can shape and influence the trajectories of big businesses. As we move forward into the year 2015, we bear witness to the striking upsurge in the fortunes of the Adani Group, with special emphasis on its primary constituents, Adani Ports and SEZ, Adani Power, and Adani Enterprises. These components of the Adani Group experienced a joint rapid upswing of 152% in their market value. Adani Ports and SEZ emerged as India's largest port developer and operator, while Adani Power was recognized as the country's largest private power producer. Adani Enterprises, on the other hand, diversified into trading of commodities and developing businesses in agri-infrastructure. This acceleration in the market value dramatically boosted the net worth of Gautam Adani to a phenomenal $7.1 billion. This growth wasn't an isolated incident, rather it was a harmonious fusion of well-planned strategies and favorable market conditions. The surge was perfectly synchronized with the advent of the BJP government, indicating a clear association, a fact that didn't escape the observant eyes of market analysts. During this time, the BJP government introduced economic policies that heavily development and renewable energy, sectors prominently operated by the Adani Group. Policies such as the Make in India initiative, which aimed to transform the country into a global manufacturing hub, and the Smart Cities mission, which strived for urban renewal, significantly contributed to the group's growth. The government's commitment to renewable energy was also a major catalyst, as it led to the Adani Green Energy's rise in the renewable sector. Additionally, the simplification of credit norms, the introduction and implementation of GST, goods and services tax, and the acceleration of infrastructural projects played crucial roles in propelling the conglomerate's expansion. Thus, the synchrony of these factors perfectly timed the growth of the Adani Group with the tenure of the BJP government, a correlation. In the tumultuous year of 2023, the Adani Group found itself in the midst of a hurricane of serious accusations. The conglomerate was primarily accused of accounting fraud, a grave offense that involves conscious falsification of financial statements to misrepresent the company's economic health. The allegations were not general but specific. They were accused of inflating their revenue figures significantly and understating liabilities, thereby painting a far more optimistic picture of their financial condition than reality. Further, the Adani Group was alleged to have manipulated the stock market, a ploy that corporations use to artificially inflate or deflate the price of their stocks to their advantage. The specifics of the allegations went further into detail. The conglomerate was said to have leveraged inside information and employed underhanded practices to manipulate stock prices. This was purportedly done with the intention of drawing in unsuspecting investors, thereby making a profit at their cost. Moreover, the conglomerate was also accused of evading Indian securities laws. These laws are crucial in safeguarding investors and ensuring fair, orderly, and efficient markets. The specifics of the allegations pointed to the group intentionally sidestepping these laws, thereby, in essence, undermining the very foundation of the Indian financial system. They were alleged to have exploited regulatory gaps and employed shell companies to circumvent stringent market regulations. Such accusations led to the Adani Group being placed under the sharp scrutiny of both India's apex court and the nation's stock market regulator. Despite the allegations, the Adani Group showed resilience. They adopted several strategies, including a robust defense in court, open communication lines with their shareholders, and aggressive marketing to restore their tainted reputation. Throughout this ordeal, the BJP-led Indian government's reaction towards the allegations leveled against the Adani Group was ambiguous. Critics claimed that the government was slow in responding and lax in enforcing financial norms. However, the ruling party countered these claims by stating that the investigation was still ongoing and that they were fully committed to enforcing the law. Amidst the controversy, well-established investors like GQG Partners continued to support the Adani Group, pointing to the inherent value they perceived in the conglomerate. Their investments seemed to be driven by their evaluation of the Adani Group's intrinsic value rather than the surrounding accusations. This injection of capital provided the necessary financial shield for the group, allowing them to successfully weather the storm of allegations. During this era, a notable incident transpired that necessitated a deeper scrutiny of the pervasive issue of media monopolization in India: the unexpected decision of the acclaimed journalist, Ravish Kumar, to exit from NDTV. This decision was influenced by the backdrop of Gautam Adani, a distinguished industrialist, procuring the controlling stake in NDTV. Not only did this courageous act by Kumar shed light on the intricate nexus that intertwines powerful corporations, political landscapes, and the media industry, but it also cast a spotlight on the larger implications of media monopolization in India. Ravish Kumar, renowned for his candid journalism and bold reporting, made an unforeseen decision to leave NDTV. This departure elicited a countrywide ripple effect, triggering extensive dialogues about the viability of media autonomy. Kumar's move, motivated by Adani's takeover of NDTV, conveyed his concern over potential compromises to the network's journalistic integrity. The possible repercussions of this takeover were far-reaching, sparking discussions around the extent of corporate sway over media channels and the ensuing effects on press freedom, a narrative reminiscent of Rupert Murdoch's News Corporation's dominance in Australia and the United States. Furthermore, this incident underscored the reactions from the public and other media establishments. Kumar's resignation stirred a storm of public indignation and worry, with many resonating with Kumar's anxieties regarding the future of independent journalism in India. This was not dissimilar to the Brazilian public's reaction when Globo, a massive media conglomerate, was accused of manipulating news to favor its own political interests. The acquisition of NDTV by the Adani Group, however, significantly reshaped the media terrain in India. Swift rise, attributed to its close relationship with the government under Prime Minister Narendra Modi, incited conjectures about news coverage potentially skewing towards political bias. This takeover gave physical form to such apprehensions. The event served as a stark cautionary tale of the threats to media autonomy in a nation where gigantic corporations are profoundly entwined with politics, much like the Berlusconi media empire in Italy. It further opened up conversations about media diversity and plurality, emphasizing the necessity for an array of news sources to maintain a robust democratic society in India and beyond. To revisit the discussion, since 2014, the BJP government's regime has been a golden period for the Adani Group, with their value soaring from $4.8 billion to a staggering $50 billion. This exponential rise has enabled the organization to exert considerable leverage across multiple sectors, and has elevated him to the rank of Asia's second wealthiest person. Though the journey was not devoid of incidences that raised eyebrows, the group has been in the hot seat for allegations of corporate scams and manipulations. The most highlighted was the supposed overpricing of power plant equipment, which led to higher power tariffs for the end consumers. These roadblocks notwithstanding, the Adani Group has consistently emerged stronger and more influential. A significant factor behind this resilience has been its deep-rooted association with the ruling government. The intricate dance of power and capital between the BJP government and the Adani Group embodies the intricate relationship between politics and commerce in contemporary India. The motivations in this partnership are manifold. For the BJP government, having a powerful corporate ally can help bolster the economy, create jobs, and underline their pro-business credentials. On the other hand, the Adani Group gets the advantage of favorable policies and contracts that help in further expanding their empire. This symbiosis, marked by collective gains and controversies, is a continuously evolving narrative that will most likely mold the destinies of both the BJP government and the Adani Group. Looking ahead, the intricate connection between the BJP government and the Adani Group will certainly continue to be examined by the public eye, and could significantly sway India's commercial and political future. It's worth watching how these ties develop, what implications they hold for both entities, and above all, the reverberations they will generate in the Indian economy and on its citizens. Voiceover. As we scrutinize the crystal sphere of the forthcoming times, the symbiosis between the BJP government and the Adani Group is predicted to grow and transform. The Adani Group, with its ambitious growth trajectory, is primed to penetrate deeper into diverse sectors. Their prospective foray into data centers and digital technology could potentially redefine India's digital terrain. The political terrain too will be instrumental in steering this narrative. Looking ahead, the national elections of India loom large. The political dynamic between the government and the Adani Group could experience earth-shaking alterations. A transition in power could present new regulatory hurdles or prospects, while an extension of the current regime may reinforce this mutually beneficial bond. Internationally acclaimed economists and political analysts forecast the implications of this ongoing relationship to be extensive. On one side of the coin, the Adani Group's investments could catalyze economic expansion, generate employment, and propel technological progression. However, on the flip, the rising consolidation of power and wealth could amplify economic disparity and provoke concerns about media monopolization. Specifically in the media sector, the group's burgeoning control over news outlets may potentially manipulate public sentiment, thereby steering India's democratic dialogue. As renowned media expert Ravi Shankar warns, the potential influence over media outlets is worrisome and could reshape our democratic values. This balance is precarious, and the ripple effects of this association will unquestionably permeate the Indian economy and society. Prof. Anjali Kapoor, a leading economic analyst, predicts this growing alliance could have an undeniable impact on India's economic landscape, potentially stimulating growth, but also exacerbating wealth inequality. The unfolding future of the BJP government and Adani Group link is shrouded in uncertainty. As we traverse the entangled maze of politics and commerce, it becomes imperative to maintain a vigilant watch on the progressing events. The implications are profound, not just for these involved parties, but for the larger story of India's upward trajectory. The future indeed holds fascinating prospects for this intricate relationship. Voiceover. As our exploration of the intricate relationship between the BJP government and the Adani Group draws to a close, we have traversed through a complex landscape of politics, power, and economic ambitions. From the birth of a unique bond in 2014 to the rapid growth and scrutiny faced by the Adani Group, we have witnessed a narrative that is as multifaceted as it is influential. In this narrative, the Adani Group's trajectory has been undeniably intertwined with the political landscape of India. Their growth and diversification into various sectors, from infrastructure to media, has been bolstered by their alliance with the BJP government. But as we have seen, this alliance is not without its controversies. The implications of this relationship are far-reaching. On one hand, the Adani Group's investments could drive economic growth, create jobs, and fuel technological advancement. On the other hand, concerns about wealth consolidation, media monopolization, and the potential manipulation of public sentiment cast a shadow over these benefits. As we gaze into the uncertain future, the upcoming national elections could significantly alter this dynamic. The continuity or change in political power will undoubtedly impact the trajectory of the Adani Group and the concerns surrounding their growing influence. In conclusion, the story of the BJP government and Adani Group is a compelling narrative of power, politics, and commerce. It is a narrative that continues to unfold, with new chapters being written and implications that extend beyond these two entities to the larger story of India's socio-economic landscape. We invite you, our viewers, to stay engaged, stay vigilant, and continue to follow this narrative as it unfolds. For the story of the Adani Group and the BJP government is not just their story, it is in many ways the story of India itself.